and go back out again.
know the way.
With the Boots of Swiftness, it's very easy to be everywhere, but you really need them if you're going for a roam strategy. Either that or the Boots of Mobility, which are even better at for roaming character.
Hold me back.
They're not as great when you're trying to escape, because the movement, I don't know what they called it, movement level or something like that. It's 5 when you're not in combat, but once you're in combat, it drops to 2. And these have, so the ones, the Boots of Swiftness, they have
I know
level
the way.
3 all the time. So even when you're under attack. So you can use them to escape. But so far, he hasn't had any successful escapes or needed to escape at any point. And I don't know where they went.
Nothing can hold me back.
So they were already going back to tower, probably warded the river. Since why else would they run all the way back to the tower?
Now I'm angry.
And instead of just last hitting there, well, maybe they did. There weren't a lot of enemy minions anyway. But it's always better to let the lane push a little bit, so you can actually get behind the enemy champions and gank them that way. Especially when you have a roamer on the field. Because with someone who's roaming, well, he needs the room to get behind the enemy champion and get kills. So missing a few last hits here. Not a big deal in low ELO. And there's apparently either a ward in the bush, or they just saw him because he auto-attacked someone. But this was a shame. He gets killed by the enemy gank. And I cannot actually read the score at the moment, because this video, I got it in 480. I like to have my videos in 720 minimum. But hey, I work what I can get, with whatever I can get. And yeah, well, 420 was the maximum.
Nothing can hold me back.
So it seems to be a really nice way to play this this Roaming Alistar. At least you have a lot to do. You don't have to last hit minions the first 20 minutes. And there's a lot of action going on. And especially if your enemies aren't too good and you get to mess with their heads. Yeah, there is a ward in the bush. Since the minions went straight for him, even though he hadn't attacked any of them. Don't think he realizes that at this point, or at the previous time when it happened. Because he keeps going into the bush and assuming that he's hidden. So nice flash, pulverize and headbutt, and this should be an easy kill. Very nice. The flash and pulverize is really something you need to know how to do if you're trying to play Alistar, whether he's roaming or just in lane. If you want to play him, you need to learn how to do that, since it's the best way to engage in a fight. So 2 hearts of gold and a philosopher's stone, getting 15 gold per 10 seconds now.
Nothing
Meaning he
hold me
can
back.
actually afford his items even though he's not in a lane normally, or he hasn't been for the first 10 minutes or so. So walking up middle lane, there's nothing to do at the moment. The enemies are nowhere in sight. So mid lane is a good way to be closest to everywhere,
Nothing
wherever they can find something to do. We saw Olaf at his red, and LeBlanc is now going after him. Unfortunately, the other two aren't.
now I'm angry.
Killing spree.
You must follow.
So at this point, he should pick up. He might have been, might have needed to do that already,
I know
but
the way.
he needs to pick up some offensive item, so like Sheen or something like that, to get some more damage, to make it easier to last hit, but also to make it easier to kill champions. Since he is very low on damage at the moment, and well, you need to last hit minions in order to get gold. And as you can see, Jarvan is taking all his gold. So he either needs to get something like Sheen, or get... oh wow, goes fast. Or he needs to get a... what's the cloak? Sunfire cloak. Sunfire cape. Because that helps you farm as well. A nice headbutt here on Shen. And Shen getting killed. But he only gets 59 gold from that. So that's not enough to make up for the fact that he doesn't last hit. I mean, getting the kills is still pretty good. Here, there's another 58 gold. The team is, as he's saying here, the team is reacting brilliantly to the well, to the engagement he's setting up. So that's very good. Mostly when I play these kind of support heroes where you actually need to have your team reacting to what you're doing, I totally fail because, well, people they just don't pay enough attention to actually attack the people I want them to attack, or, well, I engage upon. Even in my Annie games, with Annie you have a great stun, but most of the time in the later game, if you're not incredibly fed, you cannot finish the kills yourself, so you need your team there. And I would stun like 3 people, and then my team would go after the 4th or the 5th person instead of getting one of the people I just stunned and then killed for 3/4, but then they just run away because, well, why not? There's nobody attacking them except for Annie, who's out of spells and everything is on cooldown. Yeah, Annie is one of my favorites because she can engage. She can actually pick out whoever you want to attack. And, well, Alistar can do that too, of course.
I know the way.
But it's mostly only the tanks that can do that. And Annie, being a caster, has a very unique role in the team. So Alistar not with his team at the moment. He's trying to get some money, get some experience. And his team is doing okay. Not great, but okay.
Nothing can hold me back.
But considering they are pushing top lane while the fight is going on, it doesn't matter if the other team gets one more
I
kill.
know the way.
Since the amount of minions that are being killed here with a champion near them give you a lot more gold than this one kill. So for the whole team, this is a better deal. So he's tanking the turret here to make sure that his minions survive longer and are attacking the turret. Unfortunately, they stop doing that as soon as the enemy minions show up. And he can heal the minions to keep them alive even longer.
Now I'm angry.
And we already have a surrender, which is incredibly fast. But I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. Well, I hope you enjoyed. It was a good game, and I'll see you next time. GG.